Okay. So let's start. Mhm. Hmm. Today we will do how to authenticate or authorize using token. Okay. So how to do that? Okay. For that you don't no need to do nothing. Just you will configure over here only. Okay. So whenever you will do that token based authentication, you need two classes. Okay. You need two classes. Okay. So the first will be your authentication filter. Now, what is called filter? Authentication filter. As the name suggests, authentication filter. Authentication filter, which will, whenever you will hit your API, okay, that will be the first filter by which your request will go. Okay. Now, majorly we send token in headers. Okay, what are headers? So, if you guys know front end, no? So this is called headers. Okay, these all are headers. So in headers, we send token also. Okay, when front end people hit the back end, they send token. Okay. Now, whenever they will send token, they will send using header. Okay, this is your header. So now, what we will do, we will get that token. Okay, from header. How we will do that? Using authentication filter. That will be the first filter which we will create. Okay, guys. Now, authentication filter. Then let's create the class of authentication filter. AUTHNTIATIN authentication filter. Okay. Now this authentication filter will extend one class. Okay, which is very important. I will tell you. Extends abstract apps ABS authentication processing filter. This one. Okay, in this I'm having some methods which I have to override. Hmm. Okay, why I'm getting error? Yeah, you have to create one constructor also, and that constructor will be a request matcher. Request matcher. No, only single one. So this will be or this one. This. These two things will be write down the steps. Okay, in this you will get steps only. Okay, these are only steps which you have to follow. Okay, it's one time process. So you have to keep this in mind. Okay, but it's very important. I'm telling you again, you have to do this. Okay, you have to write down the steps, otherwise you will forget. Getting it? Now let's do. Okay, now we will extract. So this is called your HTTP response. This is called request. Okay, so from request we will take headers. Okay, we will take token from header. So what I will do, I will take string token. Right now I'm putting null. I'm just initializing that variable. In try catch I will write so that I will, if I will get an exception, I can print that exception. I can do anything. Okay, so now what I will do, I will fetch that token. Okay, from header of the request. So I will take token is equals to request dot get header. Getting it? So this is called your header. Okay, we will fetch the that token from headers. Okay. Now, basically, how to let me tell you how to send the request. Uh, okay, over here. Okay. So whenever you will send the request, now how you will send? So see, can you see my postman over here? This is your header, key value pair. You will write authentication, authorization, sorry, not authentication, authorization, and you will pass token over here, whatever your token will be. Suppose this is the token. So this you will send. Okay. So this is called your authorization. This you have to copy. Getting it, guys? What I'm saying, just you have to write down the steps. I'm telling you again. You how you will take the token. Okay, this is the question. Now the question is how you will see. Basically, let me show you also how token looks like. Let me open my Chrome. Oh, API request. See, when you send the request, I'm opening. Not five. Although I think they were confused me. Okay. Although I'm telling you over here only you send a token. Now you are getting that token because you give that in a key and value pair. Okay, like this is your key, this is the value of the token. Okay, authorization, this is okay. This is how you will get the token. This is called token, this is the key. Okay, so using key, you are fetching the value from header. That's all what you are doing right now. Everyone is clear with this?
Can you
Clear?
repeat the steps?
I'm saying nothing you have to do. You have to fetch the token from header. Okay. And in header, you will send that token using key and value pair. Key will be your authorization. Okay, value will be the token. Okay. See, I'm telling you one more thing, which I have told you till now. Now, this is the complete thing which I teach students. Okay. Now I am teaching you something extra. This is called token. Using token, how to do that. You should know this. Okay. So don't get confused with the previous thing. Okay. Nothing you are doing now. You will take the values from token. You will not authenticate or authorize again and again. Directly using token only you will do that. Okay. Getting it or not? Hmm? So let me tell you. See, basically, okay, this is you. This is your backend. There are many APIs. Get API, post API, get credit card, see credit card, get all, everything. Now, if you want to hit this API, you will request from Postman. Now you have Spring Security also. So you will be getting username and password, but you are doing database one, so you know username and password. So using that, you can log in. Correct? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the second thing is, now suppose you want to hit different, suppose you want to hit 50 APIs. So 50 times you will give your username and password. This is not a
No.
good one, no? What you should give instead of that, you should only log in once. Correct? So that's only what we are trying to achieve. Okay. But now suppose front end people, like take your example only. Like whenever you want to open facebook.com, what you do? You give your username and password. Now you are in a facebook.com. Now, whenever you will click on your profile, update or something, they will ask login again or not. They will ask for the login.
Yes, sir.
No, why will they ask? Like you have login one time in a Facebook or Instagram, you have login one time. Okay. You are already inside Facebook. Now you want to upload your profile or you want to change the profile. They will ask for username and password again.
No.
They will not, no. You can easily do that. But that should also be an authenticated, correct? Who is doing that? Because that is a different API. We are working with APIs. You are programmers. You have to think differently. Getting at what I'm saying? So you are hitting another API. How they are validating you? So they are validating you using token. Okay. Now how that happens? When first time you log in, you give your username and password to backend people. Now using that username and password, what they do, they will go inside database and they will validate whether the person inside database is a correct or not. Okay, if you are a correct person, what they will give you, they will give you the token. Token is like a ID card. Okay, like you are coming in my house, okay, in a university or school, they will give you one ID card. Okay, which will be your identity. Who are you? What is your role? What can you access? What can you not access? Everything will be written in that. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Like that only, but we will do. First time you will give me username and password. After giving username and password, I will see whether you are present in database or not. If you are present in database, I will return a token to you. What I will return? I will return a token to you. Now front-end people will get the token. You are having a token. So now whenever you will hit the API, I will not ask for username and password again and again. I will just validate you using your token. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
That's only what we are trying to achieve. Okay. Now how I will validate you? I will validate you using token. So now how to send the token? So you send the token in header. This is your API. In API, we have body, we have header. Okay. These two are important. For now, just remember these two things. So in header, we usually send token. Okay. And how we send token, we have key value pair. You give authentication is equals to your token, whatever the token is. Getting it? So if you come over here, na Postman. So this is your key, this is your value, this is your header. So you're setting authentication in header. Getting it? Getting it or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So this is how our thing is done. Now how to get that token? So basically, if now you have to manually do that thing. Okay, why? Because you are playing with token now. That is a big thing. Okay. So Spring Boot is saying, yeah, I can't auto configure that because you are handling that manually. Everything whatever you are doing, you are handling it manually. So you have to you have to handle this also. So where your request will go first? Your request will go first in this authentication filter. Getting it what I'm saying? Your first request will go in authentication filter, and I will show you also with debugger. Okay. Now over here, it will go in this method. In this method, first of all, you will extract the token from header. Getting it? If token is not present, you can do something. I don't know, but you can do anything. You can write anything. Okay. Although Friday is actually, I will tell you one more thing. Okay. Friday, I think this they are ending the batch. Okay. So if spring finish, it will finish. I will tell you one more thing. So okay. Now, if you have a token, it will give you, otherwise it will go in catch. Okay. Now there is one more thing. Okay. Now you have to create the object of your authentication. Getting it? Authentication. Why? Because it is returning authentication. So this method is returning authentication. You have to create the object of authentication. So let's create an object of authentication. So I will tell you the authentication. Now, if you'll come over here, this is an interface. You cannot create the object of interface. So you can give authentication is equals to new username password authentication token, in which you will pass like username and token it should be, but I am passing token and token. Although you can pass username and token also. I will tell you how to do that also, but you can pass this also, no problem. Okay. Now you have an object of authentication. Okay. Now nothing you have to do. Nothing you have to do. Just you have to give this object. Getting it or not? Are you getting? Everyone is getting this?
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you things how things work. But these are the steps which you have to write down. Even though I also don't remember many times, because once only in your project you will add this thing. This feature is only added once when a project is created. Getting it? So you will practice less. So that's why you have to write down these things. Now you will say nothing. You will say get authentication. See, he is already giving you. This is only IntelliJ is great. Everything is written here. You don't have to do. If you are not getting anything, it will give you. Although this is a bad practice, you should write everything so that you will remember everything. Okay. But IntelliJ is giving you everything. Done. Okay, this is only what you have to do. But there is one more thing which you have to do. You have to override one method. Okay, you have to override one method. So that method is, if you come override method, do filter is also great method. You can override. Although you can override any method. According to their use only, you override that. Okay. For successful authentication, you have one method that is called successful something. Successful. Oh yeah, this one. Successful.
How did you get this drop down list, sir?
This override one. Yeah,
Yeah.
in STS, when you will go right click, you will get that generate.
Ah.
So when you will click on generate, you will get this override.
Oh, okay.
You have to override this one, nothing else you have to do. Okay, in this, what you can do, you can store your token in secure. See, this method is only for if you want to store that token. Okay, I will tell you why to store this token. I'm telling you, if you will not override this method, nothing will be wrong. Why I'm overriding this method? So that I can set my token. Getting it? I can set my token. This is only the necessary I'm doing. Getting it? Why I'm saving this token? Because I can get this token after sometimes if I will use anywhere. Nothing else I have to do. Getting it? I'm setting this token so that I can get it later. That's all. It's all up to you. Nothing, although nothing you have to do. You have to say security. Yeah, what was the name? Actually, let me. security context folder something. I'm telling you, write down the steps or take the photos. Context folder. Let me write SECURITY context folder dot dot set that authentication should be there. It is not giving you that yeah, security context folder. Yeah, it should give you, it is not giving. Folder. We holder filter. Folder. Dot get context dot. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is how you can get your token, how you can set your token. Okay. So if you will say get, he will return you token. If you will say set, he will set. Okay. Set, and you have to set this. Okay. Only you are getting this. This is your authentication. Because if you will come over here in authentication only, you are doing that, you are returning the token, correct or not? This, you are returning the token. You are returning the token in authentication only. So in authentication, you are having the token. Now you are setting that token. You are saving that token somewhere. Where you are setting in security context folder, as a name suggests, folder. Okay, so he will hold that token, and whenever you need the token, you can directly get it. Okay, I will show you also how to get it and where to get it. Okay, I will print that person also who is trying to log in. I have told you now how to get modified by, created by. So this is only how we will do that. Using token, I will validate who is trying to access that API. Now this is done, you can do filter now. Okay, now he will do the filter for you. So you say do filter, continue the things. Do filter, request, response. Oh, error. Request response. Thank you. Okay, you are having chain. Use chain dot do filter. Yeah, these are important steps. I'm telling you, you will never, like, these are the things which I can't learn. Okay, I have to see. So I got an idea. That's why I'm telling you. In first time, you have to do this. Okay, you are setting your authentication token in security context folder, and then you are saying proceed. Okay, do filter. I am passing my request and response. Do the filter, whichever you want. Okay, continue the chaining. Getting it, guys? Tell. Yes, no. Till now, any confusion?
What does that continue the chain means? What, sir?
Repeat again. I didn't hear you.
No, you are setting the token in security context holder.
Yes.
And then you're continuing the chain means you're going to the hitting the
Yeah.
APIs.
No. I'm saying continue the chain. Like now this filter is completed. Now I'm having another filter. So go in that filter. Do the filters. Okay, I'm passing forwarding my request and response.
To next filter.
This is also a method in which you will have, like, these are the interfaces which will continue your filters. Okay, there are long process. Okay,
Okay.
getting it? Only few steps are there. See, only 1, 2, 3 lines are only there. Just you have to remember this. Okay, or you can write it down whenever you want to implement, just see it and implement it. Okay, just you have to know why and why I'm writing this thing. Now I am clear why I'm writing this thing. You are clear why I'm writing this thing. Now, if the question is, sir, I'm not able to learn this. These are too much. I'm not getting it. No, getting it is the wrong word. Okay, you know why I'm using it. You know what this will do. And if you don't know how it is done or what is the code, don't remember that. Even I'm saying Google will help you. But you should know at least how you will do. You should know the meaning of the things. Okay, although I will tell you while debugging also, but everyone is clear with these lines now, which I have written. Hmm? Everyone is clear now. This also I will tell you request matcher. Okay, I will tell you this also even. What is this request matcher? Clear, guys? Yes, no? Tell me, tell me.
This
Hmm.
filter is for authentication, sir.
Hmm?
This filter is only for authentication. Each filter represents what we are creating so many filters. Right?
Their filters are nothing. Let me explain you what are filters. If you are hitting API, there are a lot of filters. Okay, they do their work accordingly. If you are not creating this also, they are running in a background. They are running in a background. You are just overriding that now. Okay, there are a lot of filters. Okay, then your API get hit. Now I am doing some changes in some of the filters. Okay, like this is your authentication filter. So I'm taking this authentication filter. I'm putting my authentication filter in which I'm fetching the token. I'm setting the token. That's all I'm doing. Okay, in this, what I am doing? Seriously, what I'm doing? I'm just taking the fetching the token from header. Okay, setting this is authentication. Okay, sending this. Okay, plus I'm setting that token in my security context folder also. That's all what I'm doing. Getting it, guys? No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And now there is one more thing. Okay, authentication manager and provider. If you guys remember, let's go to this. Okay, let's come over here now. Now, guys, I will tell you one more thing. Okay, but don't get confused. As I have already warned you here, I've already told you that something big is coming. In token, you have to remember some things. Okay. Now, guys, you have one more thing. Okay. First of all, you have to set your filter. Okay. You have to set your filter. Before hitting the request, you will say, see, there are two things. Okay, there are two things. If you come over here now, if you will say enter. First of all, you will say dot authentication manager and provider. I will say provider. First of all, now I will pass null for now. Now I'll say dot add filter before. Okay, before hitting the API, add filter. I'm adding the filter, which I have told you now. I will add my filter. Add filter. Now I'll create the bean of this authentication filter. Okay, let's create the bean of this authentication filter. It will return authentication. Okay, in which I'm having my token. Okay, nothing I'm doing. Getting it or not? Getting it or not? Like, if you are not getting it, na, tell me. I know that this is little hard. Okay, I'm not saying this is lot of easier, but I'm telling you, this is not that hard also, not that easy also. Okay. Now, before this, now I will tell you one more thing. there is one more class which you have to create, authentication provider. Authentication provider, because authentication filter also need provider. So over here you have to create authentication provider also. So 3 classes that you have to create if you are working with Spring Security. Security config, authentication filter, authentication provider. AUTHENTICATIUN. Okay, yes. So this is called an authentication provider. So in this now I will do nothing. Just I will go in my user service. Okay, where I'm having user service. You have one phone call is coming. Just 1 second. Okay, just 1 second. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm having authentication provider. Now let me introduce you one more topic. Okay. Now let me tell you one thing. I think you will not get confused then. So in Spring Security, yeah, in Spring Security, I was passing username and password. Correct. From that username, I was going in database. I'm fetching the user and then I'm returning the user. Correct. This was happening in Spring Security.
Yes.
Okay. Now what will happen with token one? So I will pass token now. Using that token, I will save the information in my database. Who is this person? Okay. Or I will have my username or password or anything. Okay. And using that token, I will fetch it from database. Who is that person? Getting it? Now I will save token in my database. Getting it or not?
So token works after login. So
Yeah, token is nothing. Yeah, it's just a value, key and value pair. Okay, I will create one database for you. Don't worry. Okay, from where you will get the user.
The token is checking like password and ID.
Yeah, token. How can I explain token?
Is it similar to JSON Web Token, sir, or different?
Similar like that. Okay. Yeah, token is like basically not. Token is like ID card. I have explained you like we got a call. Yeah, I was having. Token is like your ID card. Okay, like let me go in workbench now. Okay, I have workbench. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm using MySQL. Although for storing the token, we use Redis or MongoDB or anything you can use. It's totally up to you. Okay. So what I am doing right now, I am having a token. Okay. Although you can create one column over here for token also. Okay. So using that token, you will fetch the user. That's all what you are doing right now. Getting it? Using that token, you are fetching the user. Getting it? No. No, yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, we got it.
Okay, it's just a value which will store your whole thing. Now you can have relationship also. I will suggest you we will use relationship only. Okay, I will create one table that will be a mapping table like user token. Okay, mapping, user token mapping. Okay, so there you will have user ID and token. User ID, token. User ID, token. Getting it? Like if user number one, he will have a token, and using that token or using that ID, you can have this.
so is it a constant value or does it change every time you log in?
Token one,
Yes.
it will change every time. It will change. I will generate one token for you. That will be random number.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that will be random number, and that only you have to pass whenever you are hitting any API. So using that token only, I will fetch the user, and using that, I think you got my point. What
Yes, sir.
what I'm trying to achieve. Getting it? Everyone got the point. Now what I'm trying to achieve. It's similar like this one only. If you don't like token, now work for. If you are saying that it's too much, just tell me. Okay, be open. But don't forget the previous topics because that are too much important. Okay, although you can learn this, okay, but previous things are important. Creating APIs, okay, implementing this, that is important. Getting it? So I will suggest you one thing only. Just know what I am doing, but focus on that things. Okay. When you will master in that things, then you can come over here. If you are saying that it's too much, sir, no problem. I will finish it. Okay, as soon as possible, today or tomorrow. Then you will have one day for your doubt, Friday. Okay, although you can contact me anytime. Okay, we will have one doubt class in which you can ask anything. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have any kind of doubt regarding anything, okay, anything I'm asking, which I have told or not, you can ask me that. Okay, I will tell you. But I'm telling you, don't force yourself. If you are thinking, Nayar, it's going overhead, tell me. Okay, if you are thinking like it's too much, now see, I have told you many things. Like I have told you table of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, Now I'm telling you, you know at that moment, yeah, how it works. Okay, you know all the steps. Because I'm telling you, one day you will know, second day you will know, third day you will know, fourth day it will be blurry, fifth day it will be more blurry, sixth day you will forget that concept. Getting what I'm saying? So if you will run now, so you will not get anything. So run for only one thing. When you will succeed that thing, then go for the another. Okay, create a roadmap for yourself. It in which day I have to do what and how much I have to succeed. Getting it? So don't run. Practice. Practice is very important. If you will do practice now, you can achieve anything. Okay. Now, guys, let's do one more thing. Okay, let's finish this. Okay, so let's do. So although you can create one mapping table also if you want from MySQL only. Other from Java, if you want to create from Java also. Okay, so authentication provider will do that only. Okay, which you have done load username by load user by username. No? In this you will write a method load user by token or something like that. Getting it? Which you have written in user detail service. Now you will not have that user detail service. No need to write user detail service when you are working with token. Okay. Just you have to write one class or anything which will fetch the value from that user with the help of
Okay,
that token.
okay, sir.
Okay. That's all what you have to do. Now suppose I am writing one method. Okay, suppose let's write also in user details of this only where you have implemented. In service, let's go over here. Let's create one method like public. Okay, it will return me optional user. Okay, I'm writing find user by token. Okay, and I will pass one string of token over here. Okay, and using that this token, I will do this. Okay, I will return the user. In this method, when I will create table, na, so using that, I will fetch the value and I will return that user. Getting it? So this method will return me user by token. Clear everyone or not? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's come in provider. This is the authentication provider. Okay. So there you have implemented that method find user by token. In user details or user service impel, so you will override that. Private user service impel user service auto add. Because you need that person. Okay. Now what you need, you have to add two methods. Okay. Although you can override, you have to override only one method, not only one method. Okay. Which will retrieve user. Okay. So you can say override retrieves with this. Normal class. No. So provider will also extend one thing that only I will get that method. So I will say extend extends abstract ABSTRACT and it will be authentication provider only. Authentic provider. Abstract user detail authentication provider. This one I think. Now this will have methods. Yeah. Retrieve user. Yes, this one. Okay. So this is a method which will retrieve your user using token. Got it? No. Hmm. So, so let's do this. Okay. If you are not getting it, ask me again. I'm telling you. So string token, token token is equals to I will say authentication. If you remember, I've set my token in authentication. Yes or no? Correct, na? Authentication. And it was new username password authentication token. Correct. So I will ask to him only. Authentication dot get token, get credential, I think. Yes, get credential. It will return me the token. It will return object type, I think. Because object is a parent of anything. So you can write object. Okay. Now you will say, as I'm returning optional, so you in optional you will get this. OPTIONAN optional dot of nullable. Okay. Of nullable, I think. So of nullable means if the field is not null. Okay. Not null. If this token is not null. Getting what I'm saying? I'm saying if this token is not null, then send this token to user service. Sorry, not nullable. Dot. Then dot. Dot authentication. So dot. If the token is not null, okay, then I will do the task. Map. In map, I will pass this token to I'll say user service dot get find user by token in which I will pass my user, okay, or token, not user, token. Okay, although you can use this also, yeah, this is very great thing if you are using Steam API. No need to pass token also. Okay, direct do this. Dot get. Okay. Not working. Yeah. Map. Your token. Okay, token is of object type, na? That's why it was giving error. So we have to convert it into string also. So I will convert this object into string. So to convert, now you have two things. You are working with this token only. You have passed the token now. So you will say map string. Yeah, just how to write, how to convert this token. User detail you have to return. Simple, yeah. Remove this thing if you are getting confused. You have to return user detail only. You are having user service. So user service, user service dot find token by this token dot, yeah, not toString. How to convert object into string? Because if I will do toString, it will print in hash code, but I need string value. So it will return optional. So you will see. Okay, done. Okay, so this you have to done. You have to do. Got it, guys? Got it or not? No. Hema, batao. Everyone getting it or not?
No, the last line I didn't get, sir.
Let me tell you. So I have fetched my token from authentication, correct? Where I was setting the token.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the token from there. But it is returning the object type. Object is the parent
Okay.
of every class. Now in
Mm.
user service, this is which class? This is a user which is implementing user service, which I am having load user by username. Okay.
Mm.
So I'm saying it is having, I will create one method, find user by token. Okay, over where I will pass the token and it will give me the user.
User. Mm.
Okay, optional user,
Mm.
not user,
Mm.
optional user. Okay, so I am calling this method. I'm calling this method. I'm saying user dot find user by token and I'm passing token.
Oh,
But this token
okay.
is the object type, so I'm converting into string. So I'm saying string dot value of token. So it will convert you in a string. Okay, and
Okay.
then a dot get will return you the user. Okay,
User. Okay, yeah.
everyone getting it or not? It's little hard. It's little complicated. I will tell you. I'm telling you. At the start only, I have told you it will be little complicated. Okay. Not that much, but yeah, later complicated it will be. Component scan. Sorry, component. Okay, because I need the bean of this. Now in authentication provider, I can give now provider, although I'm having class and I'm create them. Okay, private authentication. Okay, done. One thing is done now. Okay, now I have to add one filter before. Okay, so for this here, I'm having nothing. Okay, for adding filter before, I need this. Okay, the class which I have created, authentication filter, that only I have to give to him. Okay, now that authentication filter, if you guys remember, let's go in this. Where is my filter? This. It is having one super class. It is having one constructor with one parameter. Right? It's called request matcher. Okay, what is this now? Here it's nothing. He is asking which request to authenticate. Okay, which request? I need all the requests to authenticate. So I will create that. Okay. So I will say private final. Okay, private final and it will ask for request matcher. No, so I have to create request matcher. So I'll say request or equal to est matcher, request matcher. You can say URL, protected URL, PROT, or you can say URL only. URL is equals to new. Now, if you guys remember, now, this is the interface. Can you see it's an interface? So you cannot create the object of interface. So you are having or request matcher for this. Okay, which returns the object. So you will say or request matcher. Okay, and over here you will pass the that pattern. And now pattern is also you cannot print like this. Okay, you need new. What we say to that? Yeah. And path, yeah, this one, and path request matcher. Okay, in this we can give the path // okay, all the requests you have to protect. Now you have given the ant method. Okay, this is a URL. Okay, which request to protect. So you now you have to create the object only of which of authentication filter. Getting it, guys? So you nothing you have to say. You have to say authentication filter. Authentication filter is equals to new authentication filter URL. Okay, done. Okay, now nothing you have to do. You have to return authentication filter also. You can directly return, but before that, now authentication manager you have to set to it. Well, the authentication filter dot set authentication manager. This I will create. After this, nothing you have to do. Just you have to build that. Okay, so you will say not even you have to build. You have to just return because it's authentication filter only. So no need to build also. Just take authentication filter. Okay, so yeah, this requires authentication manager also. Okay, authentication manager, nothing you have to do. Okay, it's getting too much. Tell me.
Yeah, a little too much. Yeah.
Although
This-
this.
This URL, what is that actually?
That this is a URL which you have to protect. Now you have to protect all the URL. So I will say whichever URL which will start from slash. If you remember how I write
Okay.
URL,
Yeah,
localhost
yeah.
/API/ anything. So /
Yeah.
API. So after slash, all the requests should be protected.
Okay.
Okay. So this is only what I'm writing over here.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I come karte, let's do one thing. Okay, I will remind you everything tomorrow also. Okay, if you are getting it too much, no worry. See the recording one more time. Tomorrow will continue. Okay, just little things more we have to do, then we are finished with this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. No doubt. Everyone is okay with this.
Yeah.
If you are having any trouble, you can contact me anytime.
Sir, please upload the recording, sir.
Okay.
We can.
Okay, sure. I will upload. Okay, today positively I will try. Okay, guys. Bye.